Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. Have you wondered ever when a very auspicious yoga in your horoscope is not giving you the desired results? You are waiting for it to be activated. You are waiting that it will start giving very good results either in the dasha or antardasha of either of the two planets, because when we talk about yoga, we are talking about the synergy of energies between two planets. They could either be in conjunction or they could also be in mutual aspect. Sometimes they could also be in kendra to each other. So when we have a very auspicious yoga and we are waiting for it to be activated to give us good results, to give us auspicious results, and it just doesn't seem to click, it just doesn't seem to activate to give good results either in the dasha or antardasha or even during important transits of either of the planets or other auspicious planets over them. Sometimes say Jupiter is traveling over a good yoga, yet you don't see that activated even when the dasha or antardasha of either of the two planets is on. Then we begin to wonder what's happening and what is the challenge. On the other hand, sometimes we also see that a malefic yoga which we thought to be docile or not that strong suddenly seems to be giving us more difficult results, more challenging results, even more than its dasha or antardasha or during the transits over them. Then we feel that the dasha or the antardasha of these planets or this dosha is not even on. Then why is it giving such traumatic results, tough results, more than even earlier times? So we are left with this, head scratching thing, what's happening. So I want to lay some facts before you to clarify how and when some very auspicious yogas may not be giving you very good results, desired results that you think they should be able to give, and what probability it is that the zodiac has given you, the tendency and the strength of the yoga has been given to you, yet the yoga is not giving you auspicious results. On the other hand, a bad dosha, sometimes not so very strong dosha, a docile dosha, a weak dosha, yet the dosha seems to be giving you more tough results. What happens and why does it happen? Let's go to the good news first. What happens when a very good auspicious yoga seeming to be giving good results, sometimes may be giving you good results, and suddenly without any warning seems to be giving you not so good results, not so prosperous results, and even when the dasha or antardasha is activated, we don't see good results. Usually what happens whenever yoga is upon us, or the dasha or antardasha of yoga is upon us, and when we look at the yoga, so what is the yoga? Again, a confluence of energies or synergy of energies or coming together of energies between any two planets, can be more also. However, yoga usually is between the placement of a planet and usually the energies of two planets coming together. So what happens when you have an auspicious yoga and the yoga is not giving us good results? So let's see, for example, let's take one of the very auspicious yogas, the Gajkesari yoga between Jupiter and Moon. Now I've already talked about when the Jupiter and Moon yoga, the Gajkesari yoga may give you very good results in some houses, not so very good results in some houses, and fantastic results in some signs and not so good results in certain signs. I've already done videos on that. I will give you the link to those videos in the comments box below. You can see those videos. Today I'm not talking so much about the placement of the yogas in certain houses and signs. Here I'm talking about taking that video where I've talked about placements already, taking that a step further. So if a very good yoga like a Gajkesari yoga is very, very strong, very well placed, say for example Jupiter and Moon both in the 4th house in the Cancer sign for an Aries ascendant native, where Moon is in the own sign, in its own natural house of the 4th house, and Jupiter ruling the Mool Trikona sign of Sagittarius, and the 5th house lord, Trikona lord, getting in conjunction with the Moon in a Gajkesari yoga where Jupiter is also exalted. What stronger Gajkesari yoga can you get than this? However, yet it seems that sometimes even such an auspicious, powerful Gajkesari yoga is not giving you very good results. When does that happen? It usually happens because of the attitude that we have towards either the relations of the karakas connected to either those planets or the house. So for example, if you have Moon and Jupiter in a Gajkesari yoga, and if you have some challenges with your mother, some problems with your mother, the mother feels. It is not about what do you feel. What does the karaka of that relationship feel? So Moon is the karaka of mother. What does your mother feel, how you treat her? What does your mother feel, how you are interacting with her? What is your attitude towards her? What is your behavior towards her? So if your mother in her mind feels that you are mistreating her, you are not giving her adequate respect, the love and affection, the care that she needs to be getting from you as the son or a daughter, then you're spoiling one aspect of the Gajkesari yoga, the moon. So obviously you are reducing the strength of the yoga considerably, because now you are creating an animosity oriented challenge in the yoga rather than bringing a auspicious orientation. Secondly, in the same yoga, on the other hand, if you have okay relations with the mother or even good, but with your gurus, with your teachers, or even with the father is supposed to be your first guru, because Jupiter also rules the ninth house also represents the father. So if you have on a bad treatment with father, or father in his mind feels that you haven't treated him well, or the zodiac feels you have not done well with your father and with any of your gurus, or if you have disrespected the vidya, the wisdom given to you through your learning, you have disrespected books, you have mistreated your books. When you look at the books that you have in your bag or your backpack, whatever you take to your college, to your university, even if you're older, you may still be taking some course for some of you. How do you keep your books? How do you handle your books? That becomes very, very important, because the vidya may not be standing up for you, saying that you treat vidya well, you treat knowledge well, you treat books well. Then also you are reducing the auspicious nature of Jupiter. In fact, you are bringing an animosity oriented challenge with Jupiter. So if you are spoiling both, then even worse, because there is hardly any strength remaining in the yoga. In fact, you get animosity oriented results rather than good results. Now many astrologers will tell you, if this yoga is not working, that aspect may happen, this may be happening. That all is true. So yeah, but I'm not talking about aspects or weakness or retrograde planets or combusted planets. Here I'm specifically talking about where, because of your attitude, how you treat your mother or whatever the karaka of the yoga is, that particular relationship badly, or the karakas badly. Because even if there is some inauspiciousness by virtue of placement into the yoga, for example, Saturn aspecting Jupiter and Moon in the 4th house in the Cancer sign in a strong Gajkesari yoga, while being placed in the 2nd house in Taurus with its 3rd aspect. So here considerably the strength of the yoga may be reduced. However, if you have very good relationship with your mother, mother feels you respect her, mother feels you care for her, you treat your books well, you treat your gurus well, you have good relations with your father, then even the 3rd aspect of Saturn will not affect or not work to the effect that it should, and you will still get very strong, good auspicious results from the yoga. So keep that in mind. Another example, say for example you have the Chandramangal yoga between Mars and Moon. Say the Chandramangal yoga is in the 5th house, say in Leo sign, where Mars is very strong in the Leo sign. It's a friendly sign to Mars as well as to Moon. And if the yoga is placed in good houses like the 5th house in Leo, it should give you fantastic results. Some challenging results do come from Chandramangal yoga, but you get better results if it's placed in a auspicious house and auspicious sign. So Chandramangal yoga in the 5th house for an Aries ascendant native in the Leo sign is a fantastic yoga. But sometimes we may feel that we are not able to extract the best results from the yoga. The reason could be that either we are mistreating the children, or say for example a couple is aborting a child, or the parents are not bringing up the children with the right values and principles, or the parents are not spending enough attention on the children's upbringing, not spending on the education. Children may be getting into bad habits, or they may be bringing up children in an environment where children are left to themselves. Too much freedom is given to the children. Children are becoming a menace to the society. There may be even be regular complaints about the children. So because you're spoiling the karaka of that house, and mind you, Mars is also the karaka of children, then you will find that Mars will not be able to give you best results. Mars in the 5th house in Leo should be able to give you the strength and the willpower to overcome all challenges in your career. Even in the worst situations of career changes, still you will come up on top. But when this happens, there is surely a challenge. Obviously, Mars and Moon is the karaka of mother, so obviously that is the case. However, on the other hand, other qualities of Moon are also when if you are failing to empathize with people, you are failing to understand people, you are not having the patience in you to be able to learn or understand people's challenges, especially those who are close to you or related to you. Other than the mother also, those are the closest relations who have a right on you for their time, for their attention and for help also. Yet you're not empathizing with them, you're not supporting them, you're not offering them whatever nourishment you can in spite of being capable of it. Then zodiac knows everything, then you're still spoiling the yoga. So if you're spoiling the karakas of the house, which is children, which is investments, also romance. If in a romantic relationship you are mistreating your romantic partner, or you're a Casanova, you're double dating, or you are somebody who is a skirt chaser, you feel that if one win is over, then I need to chase another one, or you're just in it for fun, there is no seriousness in you, and you unnecessarily mistreat your romantic partner, then too there will be challenges, because this yoga is a very strong yoga. It can give you challenging results also. Then say for example, yogas like the Sunafa yoga or the Anafa yoga or the Durdara yoga, where Moon can be having benefics placed before it or after it, or it is placed between benefic planets, giving you fantastic results, name, fame, wealth, everything. Then too what happens is, if Moon is placed between two benefic, you should be getting good results of all the three houses, not one. But if you're spoiling the karaka of the results of any one of them, say for example, the Durdara yoga or the Sunafa or Anafa yoga is happening in the 6th, 7th or 8th houses, or all three, in, say for example in the Durdara yoga, and say Moon, Venus and Mercury are involved here, then what happens is, if you're not being loyal or committed in your relationship with your spouse, then too there is a challenge. For example, especially people who may be cheating their spouse, or while being in a committed relationship, then because of some outside influence, outside attraction, you let go of a committed relationship, you're not loyal. What does the 7th house represent? Because we're talking about the 7th house here. So 7th house represents loyalty, commitment, responsibility, and giving the duty that the relationship expects out of you. So then if you are cheating in a relationship, you are getting attracted outside, you're not able to curb that, and then you end up spoiling your relationship, breaking your relationship also, then the very good auspicious yogas are also spoiled in your horoscope, and then you get tough results. Number of times a lot of men ask me that my Venus is exalted, Venus is placed so strong, why is it not giving me good results? Then I ask them that, have you mistreated your romantic partner? Have you cheated your romantic partner, or have you been not giving them time, not giving them attention, or not giving them the love and affection, the desire that they expect from you? If you're not doing that, and in their mind they feel that you're mistreating them, then you're spoiling your Venus. Then getting good results from Venus, getting the name, fame, adulation, or especially the material results. Plus, if you're spoiling one Venus, if you're out of one bad relationship and you've got into another one, expecting the next relation will be very good, that just doesn't work that way. If you're carrying negative karma, forget the last innings of your life, whatever, talking about the same life. If in this life, if you have spoiled one relationship because of whatever, bad desires, bad greed or whatever, then the other relationship keep challenging you, and sometimes the zodiac punishes you by not allowing you good relationship. Many times the opportunity comes to you, so either the opposite person refuses to be with you because you have mistreated them, or you have miscalculated, or you have overthought whether I should be with this person, that person was so bad, and you lose the opportunity. So the zodiac, if you are spoiling any of those karakas, happens to not give you great results. That may even happen for women. Many times women, if they are in the relationship with a man but they feel attracted to somebody else, maybe at work, maybe in your office, maybe in your neighborhood, whatever, for whatever reason. Or even if you're not married but you're in a committed relationship, you fall out of it, you don't stick to the commitment, you don't stick to the loyalty, and especially if you break the bonds of family. Once you break the bonds of a family, if you're in a family situation and you break that, it's a very, very tough situation. Very rarely do men or women, when they come out of a family situation and get into the next, very rarely have I seen. At least many times people have 2 relations, 3 relations, and I've got many people who consult me who keep telling me that what has happened, I left one relationship but nothing seems to be working, or after I broke off one committed relationship, even marriage, after that nothing seems to be working. What do I do? So who is there to blame but yourself? You're carrying now or added so much negative karma, you have to wash off all of that. So you have to serve in that relationship, any relationship which you feel is a decent relationship or a decent person, you need to get with them and then serve in that relationship, be committed and loyal. Then over a period of time, the negative karma that you are carrying to the planet or to the karaka of that relationship, you also curb that. Same thing about doshas also, bad doshas. Say for example, if you are in a Shrapit dosha, Saturn and Rahu, and if what is Saturn? Saturn is commitment, loyalty and sense of duty, organization, discipline in your mindset also, in your work also, and in your relationship. Saturn gets exalted in the 7th house and the 7th sign of Libra. So one planet which strongly punishes you if you're not loyal, if you're not committed, and if you break the bonds of commitment and loyalty, then Saturn surely punishes you. And Saturn is a karmic equalizer. Then for a long period of time, Saturn keeps giving you challenges one after the other in relationship after the relationship. Either it does not allow you to settle into a relationship, or you meet partners who are worse off than the first one, being abusive or cheating or lying or not committing to you. Something or the other keeps happening to you. And especially if in some horoscope, what happens is, if we allow Rahu to overpower us with the greed or hunger for either affection or for money or for adulation or chase somebody better, because the partner that we have is boring, the other partner looks to be very exciting, very good looking, very charming, floors us with the charm and looks to be from a good family, affluent family. This guy is not from such an affluent family. You're always looking at the better, grass is greener on the other side. Then what happens when we allow the Rahu to overtake us? Then obviously Saturn will give us that punishment, especially if Saturn is in a bad yoga. If say Shrapit dosha we are talking about, or in any dosha where Saturn is with a malefic. Say Saturn is with Mars and you misuse your Mars, and you at your work, say for example, you have Saturn and Mars in the 10th house. For an Aries ascendant native, where Mars is strong, it's exalted, Saturn is in its own sign, very, very strong yoga. And now if you are mistreating somebody at work, being over aggressive at work, not being able to work with your supervisors, with your managers, you always seem to be running in some problems or the other, then you're spoiling Saturn. Again you're spoiling your Saturn, and because of being over aggressive or not being able to control your temper, you're spoiling their opportunity of growing. So such people grow very, very slowly, or some or the other time they are always running into some problem with the managers, with the supervisors, with authority figures, and rarely will these people enjoy good, strong, high growth. Usually they are stuck up in one place and they're always fearful. Will I lose my job? Will this happen? Will that happen to me? And so always they are fearful, because deep within themselves they know they have always rubbed the authority figure the wrong side because of being over aggressive and sometimes carrying negative karma. If you have not been, say for example, if you have been disloyal in your relationship, you have spoiled your Saturn. Saturn is also the karaka of your career. Then why will Saturn give you good results? So see somebody, usually even if you see super rich people who have done very well for themselves till a certain point of time, after they are found cheating, they have been disloyal, you will usually find their brand value coming down, people not liking them so much, their company is not doing very well. Look at Bill Gates and Melinda, or look at any high profile marriage of people who have been great leaders or businessmen. Usually you will find that they suffer. Usually businessmen sometimes get away because they have a lot of workforce who may be praying for them, wishing them good luck, so they may still get away. Then, but what happens, you'll have to do service for a number of years, over a period of time, dedicated service, wanting to take care of people, launching a lot of good new initiatives for the workers, and over a period of time, then getting Saturn back on track. Otherwise, this is a tough dosha. So Saturn with Rahu, Saturn with Mars, or Mars and Rahu in an Angakaraka dosha, for example. If Mars and Rahu are in the Lagna, and there you have greed, and in your greed you are rolling roughshod over others, you are putting people down, you want everything for yourself, and for that you have the killer instinct. Whatever it takes, I'll be winning, nobody can take away what is my rightful, and I will manipulate if I need to, I will lie if I need to, but I will have the martial, the energy and the greed and the hunger of Rahu, and I'll get all my goals. If that is the energy that you have, and if you do it, then you will find that usually such people have a very, very bad head. Such people will end up with stomach ulcers, such people will also end up with cancers. A lot of people who have tumors, cancers, they have big bad accidents, or they have some disease which many few people are able to diagnose and prescribe and cure. All these things may happen if, say, Mars and Rahu get together. On the other hand, Saturn and Ketu getting together, it's again a bad dosha. And if you are mistreating people and working behind their back and trying to spoil people's results so that you get better results, this is a very, very demonic energy, Saturn and Ketu. Ketu aspecting Saturn with his 5th aspect or 9th aspect, or Saturn aspecting Ketu with the 3rd or 10th aspect, or even with the 7th aspect when it is placed in a Shapit dosha with Rahu, or even if they are in conjunction. This is a very demonic energy, and sometimes if you rub people the wrong way and if people are angry with you, it may also activate the demonic energies in your horoscope. And if somebody wants to do something to you using bad energies around us, using those bad energies to harm you, then the zodiac, especially Saturn, doesn't protect you. It allows the harm to come to you. Some signs are also given to you. I have done other videos also on how you should see how black magic has been done on you. However, if you allow the bad doshas to get activated, spoil your karmas, spoil your karakas, spoil the results of the house, spoil the sign energies which they are placed in, then you end up getting not so good results. If, say, for example, you have Saturn and Moon in a Vish dosha, and in a Vish dosha you don't have good relations with your mother, or if you have not been committed and loyal to your husband or a partner, or you are carrying negative baggage and you are not able to sort out things, you are not able to take wise advice, you are not able to follow wise advice, you are too much in your mind, you are full of your own caprices, your own notions, and because of that you feel I know everything, I always take right decision, then also you may be led the garden path and you may end up becoming at the receiving end. So friends, with whatever good yogas we have, all of us have many good yogas also in various forms, and we also have some doshas. It is always good to keep the yoga karakas of the yogas happy, those planets happy, the relations connected to them happy, the areas of that house to be done with commitment, with loyalty, with a sense of duty, rather than spoiling our yogas and not adding to the negative energies of the doshas, because we end up spoiling our lives, unnecessarily getting into a challenge where always we feel frustrated, always we feel anxiety prone, always we feel what's happening, we are always ridden with fear and we are left alone. And sometimes even when we think we have well-wishers around them, we have family, we have friends, you will find that in the most trying of circumstances, you feel alone within yourself. You may be having the moral support from outside, but to be able to fight those challenges, you are left alone. So don't spoil good yogas in your horoscope, my friends. Treat people with respect, treat the karakas well, treat the results of the house or the areas of the house well, and don't unnecessarily activate bad doshas, increase the energy of the bad doshas and decrease the auspiciousness of the good yogas. The zodiac has given us good yogas as a boon, and the zodiac has given us bad doshas as a test. Don't increase the test triple fold for us, and don't decrease the boon given to us because of our own attitude, because of our own actions. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the link given below. Till some other time with some other video, this is your friend astrology and guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.